This is the prettiest gaming laptop I've ever seen. Hello guys, it's Talia, and this is the Triton 14 AI announced in Taiwan at this year's Computex. Predator have had a lot of releases this year, and I didn't think anything could beat the beastly Helios 16 and 18 AI, but the Triton comes in not as competition, but as an alternate. The dark horse. It's everything you want a gaming laptop to be. Powerful with a Core Ultra 9 and a 50 series GPU, and gorgeous with an OLED display and literally all of the RGB. But it's also everything you don't expect a gaming laptop to be. Light, portable, with a touchscreen display and a haptic trackpad that you can use with a stylus pen for creative work. Triton, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Okay, first things first, which would usually be the specs, but I cannot wait a single second before talking about how beautiful this is. It glows. I almost want to turn the lights off to just... Look at it! The perky backlighting is so bright. You also have this very subtle pixelated Predator logo at the wrist rest, and then a minimal straight line version of the logo on the backside. Now I need to turn the light on. I can only see RGB. I'm running already. Okay, RGB aside, it's actually a very professional looking laptop. It's sleek, black, minimal, and there's been a real emphasis on design. This is a quality build design. It has a unibody metal chassis that is CNC milled, which is a reductive process, meaning there's no seams of adjoining materials. You can see what I best mean here in the hinge. That hinge edge has been diamond cut and been given an iridescent shine, which reflects the light in a very playful way. But one of my favorite things about it is the main body here. There are two materials, the metal main body and then on top a raised portion made of glass. This feels so incredibly smooth. It has a velvety kind of finish, and it also makes very cool contrast comparing it to the sandblasted aluminium here. Now, glass around the handrest, I hear your concerns. Fingerprints. But Predator have already thought about it with an anti-fingerprint coating. Oh yeah. The light touches don't show up. You really have to get your greasy mitts in there to make a mark. And this is after handling it for the past 3 days. I've not wiped it down. Sorry, but it's good, right? I had the older Triton 500, which was very pretty, but it do be looking like a forensic scene every time I touch it, so I'm glad they updated that here.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know what it says about my fingers, to be honest. Don't say anything about my fingers. And with it being glass, you get that edge-to-edge, completely seamless trackpad. There's small white LED lights to keep you within the edges, and it's really nice to use as it's coated with Corning Gorilla Glass. And not only does it look super cool, but the functionality of it is really interesting. It has stylus support and it comes with an included pen. And as it's a haptic touchpad, it means higher accuracy and responsiveness. So incredibly useful for writing or better yet drawing, because you can use it like a mini drawing tablet.
This is a cupcake. There's sprinkles on it.
Don't take my drawing as reference. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Tell me it looks good.
It is tempting though. This laptop, aside from the gaming, would be a dream for creative work. We have Intel's Core Ultra processors up to a Core Ultra 9 288V and Nvidia's RTX 5070. These V chips by Intel are their most efficient yet, with a focus on AI performance and battery life. There's 32GB of integrated memory for faster processing and a dedicated NPU to run all the AI related tasks. It does classify it as a Copilot Plus PC, so you get all of the Microsoft benefits like instant recall and live language translations. I will also be really interested to see the battery life in this, because the early testing is showing it to be around 7 hours, which, I mean, we finally did it, guys. A gaming laptop that lasts more than 30 minutes. Who would have thought? Full disclosure, cue the tiny violin. I sadly cannot test this laptop out. I know. When these laptops come into our office, they're engineering samples, prototypes. And I'm not supposed to test out the games, cooling, battery, etc. I do it anyway, because no one stopped me so far. The numbers are usually good enough that if that's the unoptimized performance, then happy days, because it means the real deal is going to be even better. Lawsuit impending. However, this was announced 2 weeks ago at the time of me filming it right now, which means this is newer than when we usually get them. So for that reason, there's been no firmware updates, which means the RTX card that's inside is hiding and the system is not picking up. I have tried everything. But until a firmware update is released and the graphics can actually connect to the display, It is running off the iGPU, which means no games, no content creation for me to test out anyway. It's fine. It's totally fine. It means I get to come back to this in a couple months and make another video just playing games. Nothing else, no information. My brain is going to be completely turned off. It's gonna be a silent movie. But we can talk theory until then. Inside is Nvidia's 5070 card. In theory. It's a great choice for mid-range gaming in a laptop this size. Don't ask me about the Ti, because I already did. It would have been too big. If a 16-inch version of this comes out, I would be interested to see this, but there's no news about that. Do not take my word. Lawsuit impending. The 50 series has their new generation of ray tracing cores for more beautiful visuals and again, heavy on AI performance. This card with 798 tera operations per second. That's a lot. DLSS 4 has had some notable upgrades, with only this 50 series being capable of multi-frame generation, which means you now get the option to double, triple, or quadruple your frame rate, which it does work really nicely. Over 100 frames per second in Cyberpunk all the time. And also with the onboard app, Predator Sense, you can boost the GPU's clock speed by an extra 100 megahertz or so. It's going to make content creation massively accessible, plenty powerful for editing workloads, especially with Nvidia's studio drivers inside and up to 32 gigabytes of super fast LPDDR5X memory. And with a screen as nice as this one, you are definitely going to want to at least dabble in the arts. It's an OLED display. With a 2.8K resolution for crisp detail, and it's Coleman verified with 100% coverage of DCI-P3 for all of the colors and all of the accuracy. There's finger touch functionality, so it feels really nice and interactive. And to be honest, the screen size of 14.5 inches is quite perfect for a compact laptop. Usually we see these in like 13, 14-inch sizes. So this size of 14.5 inches is about as big as you can make it while still being able to fit into any bag. And it really is no bother in your bag, as it weighs around 1.6 kilos. I've been carrying this around for the past few days. It's been really pleasant. And I do think that's a fair weight, considering it's an all-metal build and it has a dedicated GPU inside. Bang, this is an Acer editing laptop of the same size with also 5070 inside. Supposed to be in the light range too. Even the gaming laptop is a couple grams lighter. Who would have thought? It's thin too. This is Predator's thinnest laptop, I think, to date. The old Triton 500 that I had around 5 years ago used to be just shy of 18 millimeters, but this measures between 16 and 17.5 millimeters at its thinnest and thickest points, which is just really cool to see. I have had a healthy fear of thinner like gaming laptops because something always suffers. It's either the performance, the build quality, or the cooling. But the build quality is amazing and the cooling is completely kitted out, all of which is going to help the performance. There are two major upgrades to the cooling this year. I don't know where to start because they're both really interesting. So, first, the interface on the CPU. Usually you would see thermal paste, and in Predator's more premium line, you would see liquid metal thermal grease. However, this is the first laptop ever to use graphene. It's a very lightweight and delicate material made up of loads of tiny layers, nano layers. So the application process is a little bit complex and it's expensive, which I guess are the reasons why we haven't seen it before, but there are many reasons as to why we should. The thermal conductivity is unmatched and it is incredibly durable. So unlike thermal paste or even liquid metal that would need reapplying, graphene will not. It's just good forever. And because of the nano layers and the fact you don't need a barrier around it like you would do with liquid metal so it doesn't seep out, it means it allows the CPU to be a little bit shorter in terms of like actual heights, and every millimeter or point of a millimeter counts when it's a thin laptop like this. Secondly, there is new fans inside. These are Predator's 6th generation of their Aeroblade fans, which we're only going to see in this Triton and the Mega Helios 16 and 18 AI. I have one down there. So it's the really, really premium stuff. There are 2 fans inside, each featuring 100 blades, which are technically the world's thinnest blades at 0.05 millimeters. So you're not just getting 1, but 2 record breakers in this laptop. Crazy. These have wind guards to reduce the turbulence and ridged edges for more volume of air, and now a new design that allows them to dynamically adjust their shape to match the fan speed. Yeah, so the edges literally flex to provide a more aerodynamic shape. That's really crazy. Oh, on top of this, literally, is a vapor chamber. Instead of traditional heat pipes, it's one big metal casing to distribute the heat evenly with no hotspots. I really, really want to test out the cooling, can you tell? Not today! This laptop seems to have it all in a tiny, beautiful package. A gorgeous true to life screen, tactile features with the haptic trackpad, stylus support and touchscreen functionality, cooling that thin and light laptops actually deserve, in a design that somehow goes from suave and mysterious to RGB light show, all by the press of a button. This is a long video, so you can tell how much I like it, but let me know what you think down below. This one excites me. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.